How many of you have seen a female boat driver before? The lady I'm about to interview right now, she's here to share her story and pour her frustration to the world. A lot of you are very mean to boat drivers, but you don't know. And she's going to be talking about everything she has experienced working as a female driver. This is her story.
I've had one that gave me fake alert one time. Before OPE came, we used to experience bad alerts, like very fake ones. They will just tell you, see it, I've sent it, and they didn't send anything to you. But it is not reflecting. They will just encourage you and tell you, there's network, you will see it. Days will go by, you will not see your money. There was a guy I carried from the airport. He looked at me and said, you're very beautiful. He was not looking at my chest and said, I love ladies with pecky breasts. Can I touch it?
Are you serious?
I didn't know how to react. He wasn't joking. He just stood up and started touching me on my shoulder. I was so irritated. I didn't know what to do. I just left.
You are the third female boat driver I'm meeting. What does it feel like working as a female driver?
It's sometimes very frustrating and also very nice. There are people you carry. They can be very nice to you, especially there are people, especially when you carry them and they notice it's a female driver. Some get excited, some just, I think most people that get me frustrated are the female. Anytime I try to pick a lady, first of all, I need to call to tell her that I'm on my way. And most times, before I get to their destination, they cancel. And they don't care if you're driving from a distance. So we have to cross-check to be sure if they are ready to go or not. And the challenges I have is knowing that, first of all, you're not ready to go when you're ordering a ride. And then you make us come, we'll wait for you for minutes. And when they start counting paid waiting, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are charging you for paid waiting. It's just like, I don't know, it's just there for fancy. I think before they start charging, it's probably when you've stayed for like 30 minutes and above. And if there's any addition, it's nothing less than 600 to 500 naira.
So sometimes you waste your fuel driving to a destination only for you to get cancelled.
A lot of times.
And do they apologize?
They don't. There was even a time a lady made me wait for a long time. She got into the car, she sat at the back, and she wanted us to move. And I was like, the best thing to do is just to apologize for keeping me. You didn't even say anything. You just sat down and you want us to go. I feel like it's not in my place to, caution or say, but at least, little apology will go a long way to, calm the spirit down before you move. I might just be going with anger now and you never can tell, but God forbid.
What's the most frustrating experience you've had in a day? A day that it got to you so much, either you broke down in tears or you just felt like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore or something like that.
That one happened 3 days ago. Cuba is a place where you barely get a ride out to town, right? So I brought someone to Cuba and I was praying that I get a ride back to town. So I waited for hours. I didn't get a ride. So a ride came in and I was glad. I was heading to the destination. The person called and said he's at the train station in Cuba and he was going to Guarimpa. So in my head, I'm like, it's better that I get something also from Guarimpa back to town. So while I just called and said I was approaching him in less than 2 minutes. He was like, okay, I'm waiting for you. Then I got there and I called to confirm that I'm here. Let me know where he is. I think he was the only person it was late at night. He was the only person at the station that day. Then I got to him and I saw a car driving also. So I now called to tell him that I was here. I wanted to know where he was. He didn't pick the call. I just knew that he probably wanted to cancel. And also when I saw the car dropping someone and then coming into the car, I felt like maybe they're the one that wanted to leave. So I called, he didn't pick up. I just gave him the benefit of the doubt to know if he was going to, come back. But he didn't. So at the end of the day, the car moved. A few minutes later, I saw a cancel on my app. I just sat there. I wanted to cry, but at the end of the day, I left the place empty-handed. No. I think God was faithful. I saw somebody going to Transcorp. There are other instances where I've driven out of that place empty, but that day, I cried actually while I was there, because the time I drove, I drove from let's see, that was there's a place in Cuba, Arab Road.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Our viewers, most of them are not based in Abuja, so
Okay,
they might not know
they
these
might not
places.
understand, yeah.
So you could just describe it by the distance, how far. Maybe it was 10 minutes away or something.
It was like 15 minutes
Away.
coming from Arab Road down to the train station. So I think that was the distance when I got to the train station and waited for like 5-10 minutes also.
I can
was
understand
like
your
20.
frustration. I mean, fuel is expensive, and a lot of people don't really think about it this way. They just cancel at convenience, and there's no consequences whatsoever that they have to bear for canceling a boat ride. What are some of the most interesting things you've had to experience as a boat driver? Like, it could be favor, it could just be anything, something that really made your day, or something you describe as a favor while doing this job.
I feel like,
or like say tip, something really, really gigantic.
Like the best and the most encouraging one so far is when I pick up someone. That one gives me joy. Let me not lie. When I pick someone up and they get excited knowing that it's a lady, and at the end of the day, after the ride, let's say if their money is like 3,000 naira, they send you 5,000. Some people send extra just to, encourage you. And there are some that would, just encourage you and make you feel, they'll tell you to be careful knowing that you're a lady and be cautious of the places you go to also. So, but majorly, it's just the fact that people get to tip you because you're a lady. And I feel like that's also one of the benefits. It's not that we get it all the time, but then again, there are lots of people who also get to enter and encourage you to.
That's interesting.
Going,
God bless their soul.
Yeah.
Now, talking about safety, how do you protect yourself? I mean, this job is risky. You are going to pick people that you don't even know who they are or what mission they are taking you on. Yeah. Because somebody can say, okay, you are taking me to ShopRite, but you don't know if that person has a bomb in their car and you are the one they are using to accomplish that mission. So, with all of this in awareness, I'm sure you should be aware of the dangers of doing this business. What are those security measures you personally take?
Okay, first I make sure that the distance between where I'm supposed to go to and where I know some of the areas that the requests are coming in from, where it's coming from and where it's going to. So if I know that, sometimes boats also get to tell you, especially when it's late at night, they will tell you that these areas are unsafe. They'll tell you not to, they'll give you option to cancel if you don't want to go. Normally, if you want to cancel a trip that is coming in, they will reduce your rating, your acceptance rate. And once it goes down, I think there's a penalty for it. So, but if I'm going to pick someone up, I would first of all check the areas where the person is coming and where the person is going to. And then my car is always on central lock. So before you get into the car, I need to assess you first to be sure that you're not carrying, anything, or you don't look. Normally, we get to assess people by looking at them. Mm-hmm. So if I know that you're not, suspicious, and my mind says I should go, I will go. But if I don't feel comfortable, I might just, drive off and cancel.
Are there any laws that gives you drivers the power to tell the passenger that you would like to check their belongings to know if they are carrying anything unsafe? Or you guys don't have that authority to do that?
No, it has never been done. I don't think people just...
So you just have to assess them based on physical appearance?
Mentally, yeah. Your gut has to tell you that this person is okay to carry it. Sometimes you see the innocence in their face and their appearance, so you'll be sure. There are people that might look very... I have carried some people before, and I was praying to God that I didn't carry kidnappers. I'm not even joking. These guys, they were 3 and they were carrying bags, looking very rugged and rough. But unfortunately, they were just construction engineers. Like, they were going to the site. Mm-hmm. They were looking very... I was scared. I was just praying in my heart. I've already concluded whatever that was to happen, let it happen. But God, please, let me not die like this. So I think that's the worst experience I've had. But then again, every other situation other than that has been safe for me because I can't be too careful, but then I'm also cautious of the people I carry and where I go to.
Sometimes other boat drivers will say, that you should go offline. Are you one of them?
So recently, I tried to go offline with someone. I needed the cash because I was owing both a lot of money. They get to take their percentage from every ride, right? So I was owing them. I need to pay up, and I needed cash to buy fuel. So someone ordered a ride to Kuba train station from Asokoro and Naval Estate. So I now thought I was already waiting. The person said he was on his way. I now told the person, "Can we go offline?" That was the first time I tried it. So I foolishly took him and went to. I didn't know that boats would monitor the movement because obviously you waited to pick the person and then you drove the same route the person is going to. So boats knew that I took the person to. Then the next minute I now saw a notification on my app, now cautioning me and schooling me on my mistakes, that I shouldn't go offline, that it's not safe, that I should stop doing that, and also inform others that it is dangerous and all that. That was how I knew. And then
both knew, but they didn't charge you.
No, I don't know what they did. You can't really tell what happens under the app. You just know that your money reduces and the percentage they take, I'm not very much, aware. But then again,
what are some of the safety things they told you about?
So they said that it is not. First of all, they told me that if my point of going offline is because of the money, now this is me summarizing what I thought I understand from the notification I got. They are also paying staff running the app, right? And also other charges, I don't know. But then again, they are just trying to let me know that going offline is dangerous also. You don't know who you're picking and the person's intention and other things. So the best way for both to monitor you and keep you safe is for you to just be online. There are times where you carry people for a long time, and if let's say you get to the destination and you continue the trip, they'll start sending messages to find out if you're safe, because ideally you've gotten to the destination. Why are you not cancelling and what's going on, stuff like that. So I think this is also a new development from their part.
Well, so it's interesting to see that both actually they care so much about their drivers. I'm curious to ask, what's the percentage? How much do they take from it? I mean, they are giving you guys customers. I'd like to know.
From my
because
knowledge,
we have so many drivers that complain a lot.
I think from my knowledge, I feel like the percentage they take is probably 25%.
25%
for each ride, yes. That is what I feel I know.
So if a ride is like 10,000, they are taking 2.5.
I think so. I don't know.
Is 2.5 the correct percentage?
I don't know.
2.5. Oh, that's interesting. So leaving the driver with 7.5.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that is not so bad.
No, it's not. Being that they are the ones giving you the passengers.
But some drivers complain so bitterly, like boat is not creating value for them.
I feel the problem we have. See, people in Lagos enjoy boats better than people in Abuja. I think in Lagos you don't have a trip of 2,000 naira. I don't think they do. But maybe because of their traffic and whatever the situation is. But Abuja, the disadvantage we have here is how wide our road is and the distance we need to, drive to pick up the passengers. And then again, why driving that long to pick this person up? Your money you're supposed to collect at the end of the day. Well, I've driven 10 minutes to drop 10 minutes. At the end of the day, it's just like, wasting time, fuel, and then just getting peanuts.
Are these things not calculated based on distance? I feel like the money is charged based on distance. So is it per kilometer is charged? I'm sure maybe 600 naira per kilometer or something. So let's say I want to go to this junction. Yeah. They won't, as long as it's within less than a kilometer, they will charge me the same amount as even going further than that distance. I don't know how to explain it. Let's say I want to, maybe they charge 600 now from this point to this point. But maybe where I want to go is just this point. I'm thinking they might still charge me as though I'm going to this point. But maybe a lot of drivers might not be so educated to understand how they do their charging. And I feel they should educate people. Because even this Lagos you are talking about, some of the reasons why I don't enjoy going to Lagos is because drivers make it very difficult to move around in Lagos. They complain so bitterly about boats. They would even want to fight you. They feel frustrated. If let's say you are going somewhere and you want to stop by a restaurant to get food, or you want to stop to get water, they complain. But I think that boat also charges too, because they know that they are going to lose money if they spend, let's say a ride is supposed to be 30 minutes and 40 minutes is spent for that ride, because I'm sure they calculate traffic and so many other things, like maybe accidents that happens on the way. They have this information real time, so they calculate everything. So if they know that this person spends longer, they can decide to increase that fee. But sometimes these drivers say Bolt does not do that, and they want you to pay them extra for stopping by to do something, but everything is calculated. Would you agree?
The truth is, some of us, for me, I just go by the book. It's what Bolt offers that I take, because they are the one that provided the platform. But then I think the calculation on distance and the wait time would determine the time you picked. And let's say if there is a surge, increase in demand, right? You're probably in a traffic. There's a chance that your money increases, especially when there is traffic, because that's increase in demand means that let's say if you're supposed to go for like 2,000 naira and there's surge, that will triple or double to maybe 4, 5, depending on the surge rate, right? So if there is surge during that period, there's a chance that if you're going a distance or maybe change route, they might increase, the fare. But it is not guaranteed with normal requests, right? But I'm sure, because I've experienced it. So the one that I'm sure of that they increase the fare is when you're going on surge, the increase in demand, because while you're at it, the fare increases, but it's not really as much. But if you change route, let's say you're coming from Apo, instead of going through Udu, and then you decide to take Banex access down. Sorry, if you're going to Jabi or any of those places and you decided to take Banex from Apo down, they will increase the fare. I remember because I carried someone, the fare was 15,000. It was a long journey. It was a 2-stop. I took the person from, Wuse down to drop off someone at Apo, and then took the person from Apo down to Ochacho somewhere in life camp. So his money amounted to 21,000.
Wow.
Because it was late, and also the distance I took, because I was trying to go through a safer route. So that I noticed that if you change a route, let's say I think the kilometer you go on would also, it will add up, the fare will add up.
Yeah, everything is being calculated in real time.
But waiting for hours does not guarantee that they would increase. I've been in the traffic before for a very long time, but there was no add up. It's just the normal fare.
Maybe the traffic was already established before the amount was calculated.
I think so. I don't know what caused it, but
just like when you're using Google Map, it already calculates the distance considering the traffic.
Before the traffic
yes,
started,
it already tells you when you see that red line, that is traffic. If you see yellow one, it means there's just go slow. Something is slow, maybe. But if you see red, they will tell you congestion for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Now you've said a lot, but I would like to understand why you chose this job. Did you woke up one morning and you decided to start doing both? What was that thing you experienced, or did you just tell yourself that okay, this is the hustle I want to do?
First of all, me doing both was a personal decision, right? I've had like personal issues where I needed, financial help, but I'm not one to ask people for help. It's very difficult. So I used to think about ideas a lot. So that just popped on my head. I didn't know that women do it. I grew up among boys. I'm the only girl in my house. So I'm always challenged to do things that I know that my gender don't do normally. Like if you see my room, a lot of DIY project because I did it myself. So the reason why I started doing both was because I feel like it's something I need to venture into, since there are not a lot of women doing it, or probably I haven't seen before. But while I was thinking about it, luckily I ordered the ride and it was a lady that picked up. So that just prompted, and I feel like okay, so
I think I should go into
so and I was now encouraged that at least women do it, so why not?
But you had a car already?
No, I don't.
So how did you get a car?
I started scouting.
Looking for a car?
Yes, I was asking people personally. I didn't even know there was a fleet company that gave out cars. to drivers to, drive and then remit to them weekly. It's just something I thought to research on my own. So I started with a fleet company back then. I think 2021 or 2020, I can't remember.
Wow, you've been doing this since 2021.
Yeah. The first person that gave me the opportunity was Meg Fleet. I don't remember he was the one that gave me the opportunity, and I worked with him for a few months, and then I don't know what happened. I now changed fleets. My brother's friend was into it. That is a very popular fleet company in Abuja. A lot of people, he has over 100 and something cars that he has given people the opportunity to, drive. When I met him, he just gave me and told me to just go ahead. And they tested me first of all, my driving skill and everything. Submitted my license, and I worked with him for almost 2 years. I think a year plus, if I'm not mistaken. So I stopped for a while and then got to drive for a lady for a few months. Had personal issues still, stopped. And then the one I'm doing recently was for a family friend's wife. So I spoke with her about the situation. I needed to pay a lot of bills, still pending. And I told her that while her car is sitting at home, why don't I just drive it for her and be giving her money every week? I made an offer. I told her how much I'm supposed to be paying weekly, and she was like, okay, she would think about it. She didn't want it at first. Then since her business did not come through when she wanted it, she now said, okay, she will talk to her husband. I also had to speak to the husband and beg before they now said, okay, I should come for it. So I met her and she gave it to me.
But the money you've been making from both, is it that it is not enough for you to purchase your own car, or is it because you have a lot of responsibilities?
I feel like the best way to, have enough to pay other things or buy yours is when you work rigorously. I don't know if that English is correct. You have to, be consistent, work from morning till night. You can save up, if you do that, you can save up to 50,000 naira a day.
Wow, in profit?
Yes.
After fuel and other things?
Let's say, if I don't want to exaggerate, right? Let's just assume you can make 30,000 a day.
If you work from morning till night?
Till night, yes, non-stop. Like, you're not resting. Just be going on and on. Especially for people who don't have offline clients. There are people who have clients that are offline that, pay better than what they give you on the app. But then again, it is not guaranteed. There are people that you work with, they will not pay you. They'll tell you, don't worry, there are scammers everywhere.
Are you serious?
Yes, we've had a lot of experience with people who claim to want to do offline, but since both are not the ones in charge, that is one of the disadvantage of working with people that you don't know. They just make promises and then use you, and at the end of the day, nothing for you. So that was the reason why when they gave me the car, I just ventured into it. I really enjoyed doing it. There was a time I was telling my friend that I wanted to do a higher purchase one time, but the person just tricked me and ate my money and started paying me in bits. I just got discouraged and sat. That was before I got this one. That was like a year plus.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So you don't do this full time. Is there something else you do?
I'm a chef.
Oh, you work as a chef as well. Yeah, very hardworking, no?
I'm both talented.
You're hardworking, honestly. There are people, there are a lot of ladies out there who have more responsibilities, but they are not doing any of those things. So it is very important that you're sharing your story to also inspire people. And she did not have a car to start. She literally had to go. She had to present herself as a trustworthy person. She had to pass through the test, the assessment, and they gave her one. And she was paying weekly, right? Yeah. And she was doing her business, and she was able to take care of herself. What's the highest money you've made in a day from this business?
If I was working constantly from
the highest you have made
in a day?
Yes.
I think I've made, apart from fuel, okay, let's say on the app, I've made 70-something thousand.
That's the highest money you've made in a day?
Yes.
Just 70-something thousand?
Yes.
How will you work from morning till what time, or from afternoon till evening? Or
I used to take breaks.
So
there are peak periods and time. So from 12 down to 3, I don't think I work much like that. I just try to rest during that time, but evening from 4 to 7. So I think that period, and it depends on the rides and the distance. Let's say if you take like 3 airport trips, which is not too favorable, But if you take like 3 airport trips, you can get up to 50,000 naira, because most of the trips are like 15,000, 13, depending on where. I've had that luck one time, but it has its good side and the bad side. The bad side is once you get to the airport, you don't get to pick anybody back. You just have to depend on the app if you will see a ride going back to town, but it's very difficult most times, especially in the afternoons like that. So I think that's the highest I have gotten on the app. But my work is limited. I get to work at a certain time and then stop at a certain time, just for security purpose and also to rest as well.
Interesting. But I'm sure you're looking forward to owning your own car.
I do.
Because if you have your own car, you won't have to remit. You'll make more, right?
Yeah. You can even encourage. If I had a vision one time to own a fleet company where I would also teach other women, encourage them to, because driving is a skill. It will save you. I didn't know I was going to even learn how to drive. I've never thought about it. But my dad is a driver. He works with DFID and he teaches people how to drive. I think it's just in the family. Everybody drives in my family, down to our last born. So I just did it on my own and I enjoy driving a lot. When I'm on the road, I don't think about anything. It's very therapeutic also for me. So it's a skill that I feel like a lot of people need to learn.
A lot of ladies should go learn how to drive.
Even
because
guys
you don't know where you need
Yeah.
that skill. You don't know where you need to exercise it. So I don't know if I asked this the way I wanted. What are some of those things people do that boat drivers don't like? Apart from canceling, delaying, are there some other things people do that they don't? Maybe they don't really know that they do it in a way that it affects you guys negatively.
If I would think about anything, it would be some women. Okay, let's say some people will get into your car and they'll start conditioning you and telling you what to do. For example, you carry someone, I don't want to be gender based, but I know who I'm talking about in my head. You carry them, you're driving a particular destination, and at the end of the day, they want to tell you what to do. Okay, let me tell you the one I've had that was bad. Somebody cancelled twice. The last time, I was the only person in that environment. He cancelled twice, and then the third time he got to me again. I now sent him a message. I said, why do you keep cancelling? Is it because I'm a lady? He said yes. He just concluded and said yes. I said, why? He said, I cannot drive as fast as he wanted. I even had to bet with him. I said, if I don't get you to your destination the time you want, don't pay me. That was what I told him. And he was like, okay, come. I picked him up. It started raining heavily. I think that was where he started testing my ability. At the end of the day, instead of him encouraging me, he was now bargaining price with me, because the delay of picking who he wanted us to pick and then getting to the destination, we got there on time, just the right time. I did what I could, but at the end of the day, I was not appreciated. But then again, he was still trying to bargain price. After both I showed him his fare, he was now telling me, I thought it was. You see, so there are just weird people and funny behaviors.
Are there instances where somebody has booked you and refused to pay? Or they didn't even just have money at all?
There are instances, especially when someone wants to pay and their app refused to come up.
Oh.
And then you now have a request that is supposed to take someone from that destination and somebody is waiting for you. I used to leave it to God. I'll just tell you, if you pay, no problem. If you don't pay, because I still need to move on. If you want to wait for them, for the app to come up, it is you delaying, and then you have a request waiting for you. So I've had instances where I get to leave them to pay at their will when the network comes up.
And they paid most of it?
And they pay, yes.
Okay.
I've had one that gave me fake alert one time. Before OPay came, we used to experience bad alerts, like very fake ones. They will just tell you, see it, I've sent it, and they didn't send anything to you. You just see an empty... especially when they show you on their phone, telling you that they've sent their money, but it is not reflecting. They will just encourage you and tell you it's network, you will see it. Days will go by, you will not see your money.
Wow, that's crazy. So as a female, have you experienced any form of harassment?
Yes, I have.
Tell us about it.
I've had two. There was a guy I carried from the airport. He looked at me and said, you're very beautiful. Why are you doing this job? And I'm like, how am I supposed to eat if I don't do it? He was not looking at my chest and said, I love ladies with pecky breasts. Can I touch it?
Are you serious?
I looked at him. I was fuming. Like, I didn't know how to react. I just want to assume that he was joking. He wasn't joking. I know where I took him and I know where I dropped him off. He said he just want to touch it. Let him just feel it and see. I was just driving with anger. I just wanted to get him to his destination and then zoom off. We were in the car since it was on the airport to Jai. And I got to his destination. Pay me up. He started delaying. I told him to come down from my car. If not, I'll create a scene. I was already in his compound. I think he's influential, I don't know. Because the confidence he has to say those things and the way he carries himself just shows that he probably has, backings or whatever. So I was like, okay, if you are not going to come down, I'm going to come down, carry my key, and then leave you. When you're ready, I would come back for my car. So the moment I wanted to turn off the car and then leave, he now got down. He didn't pay me on time. I sent him my account number. I said, anytime you're ready to pay me my money. Meanwhile, while he was saying those things, he was telling me that, how much do I need? What do I want? Stuff like that. And he expected me to just succumb to those things he was saying. I was so angry. I think he was the last person I carried that day. I got home, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, people have audacity and they are really crazy. And then the second one was a man, an elderly person. He wanted me to carry him around. He was going to places for that day. So I took him to somewhere where he has like an apartment. It's more like a hospital. He went to check there, took him somewhere else and everything. He said that day was his birthday. Sometimes you get comfortable, get chatty with some of your clients, and then because this person is elderly, I respected him. I expected that, okay, there is nothing wrong. So he was like, this is my place, come in. I saw people, it's a hospital. I saw people, greeting him, respect and everything. I even heard someone say happy birthday, sir, and all that. I was like, thank you. So he said, come in now. I'm doing like a small, since I already carried him the whole day, almost the whole day. I was like, okay. I now went to his office. I saw him sharing cake to his staff and stuff. So it was just me and him in the office. He said he wanted to go somewhere else again. That was why I followed him. The next minute, he started saying a lot of things, and he just stood up and started touching me on my shoulder. And I said, sir, I have to go. I don't think I'll take you to where you want to go to anymore. Let me just go home. I'm done for the day. He was like, why? When they want to start being convincing, I was so irritated. I didn't know what to do. I just left. Still the same thing. I just sent my account number. If he wants to pay, fine. If he doesn't, I'll just walk away. So it happens a lot. I've even had friends who, talk about theirs too. But then again, it's just people with their own weird behavior.
Wow, this is... I can't imagine the risks that you females go through every day, and some of the problems you escape but you don't even know. But God just handles it. Yeah, because you're picking strangers you don't even know. You don't know. Some people, they get angry. They can literally just do anything. Yeah. And what if the both of you are having a bad day?
True.
It can really go bad. I see these videos every time on Twitter, on Instagram, and I'm like, God, please keep looking out for your children.
If people are patient and tolerant enough, you just have to have a good customer service relation to work as a driver, because you will encounter a lot.
People trigger you.
Yes, they will provoke you.
Or push
they
you.
Will. Especially after waiting for someone for long, and then the person coming in and start giving you attitude, making it look like it's their right, to keep you that long. They don't apologize. They don't say anything. And then last minute, they can even come and cancel on you. The person that I carried that ordered me one time, I waited for her. She came out from her gate, canceled before she even came out of her gate. I was like, were you the one that ordered? She said, yeah, someone is coming to pick me up. Just like that. She didn't even apologize, nothing. I just said, well, it's fine. And then zoomed off.
Wow. This is really crazy. So, what is life looking like
Right now.
Yeah, and what do you think you'll be able to achieve in the next 3 years with the way everything is going, especially with your business?
Well, this car I'm driving is not for long. I think I had a contract with them for 3 months. The owner of the car said if her shop is ready, she might need the car. She has a baby. So if her shop is ready, she might need the car for mobility and everything. But then again, I just needed it because I have a lot I need to settle. I had a flood situation one time that I need to also face. I stay with my father's house. I'm a single mom, with my mom and my junior brother and my son. So I'm literally in charge of the whole issue in the house, provision and everything. So I need to, fence the place. And also we had a light problem. There was a situation, I don't know if it's legal to say. There's this thing people do in the area where they bypass lights. NEPA, they gave me a meter that they said I need to plug to the lights before I can recharge. But it was false. The person that gave me that information lied about it. He said I need to have light before I can recharge. For 1 year plus, I've been plugging it to light before I recharge. I didn't know that you can just put it on the socket with a battery in it, recharge, and the lights will come up. It was when we had a situation, someone connected like a wire for me to easily just, do and then recharge. And that cost me. So they now discovered it and billed me a lot of money. So
how much money? When you say a lot,
they said, I even asked them to check my record if I've ever been doing. I think there should be a way for them to know if someone is, bypassing for a long time. You should calculate the I think I don't know if it's voltage or how they call it, I don't know. You should be able to know if somebody is, using lights illegally. We just needed that to, recharge the light, and you just come on a Sunday morning and saw it and decided to. They billed me 366,000 to pay off, and we've been in this situation now. So that was the first reason I needed the car, and also to do a fence and do a little renovation in the house and sort out some of the problems. But I enjoy my food business also. That's one of the things I have passion for. I love to cook. I cook for people and...
Interesting. It's very admirable to see that you are working hard, taking care of your son, your family as well, and you're still trying to fix the house. It's beautiful. A lot of people run away from responsibility, even if their loved one is not feeling fine. Let's say their dad is ill and they even have the money, they would not want to even bring it out, but they want to rely on what they get from people that they ask for help from. And seeing that you are going out of your way to help your family, help yourself as well, it is really admirable. I just hope that the way you've presented yourself in this interview is just who exactly you are in real life. And God is going to help you to grow. You definitely come into that reality where you own your own business, the fleet business you talked about. And you are going to make me to go research about this fleet business.
No, it's good.
For you to say somebody have 100 and something cars.
There are people even more.
Like how? Where are these people seeing this money from?
No, let me tell you what they do. If, for example, you have a car and I have a fleet business, I'll tell you to bring your car to me.
Okay.
Not that they bought it. Yes. There are some that 50 cars out of the 100 might be their own. But then again, most of the cars are for individuals who...
So you can go to a fleet company, they'll be using your cars to hustle.
Yes.
Hey, makes sense. All those cars you just see parked in Wuse, all those Prado Jeep.
No, that's different. That's for car hire.
Okay, car
hire is different from fleet.
Tell me about it.
If in my own understanding, fleets are those people who, for example, you have a car, you give it to someone who manages it for you, and then they remit to you, they get their own percentage out of it for bringing the driver, maintenance and everything. So the driver gets to pay to let's say if they are charging the person driving 50,000 naira for remittance, right? let's say the company gets to have like 10,000 and then give the owner of the car 40, yes. That's just rough estimation, right? But that's not the amount. I'm just giving you that as a base. Then that's just how the 10,000 is for, staff and maintenance and everything. But then again, if there's any problem, obviously your car has to have insurance, so that if there's any issue, it is insured, driver's safety and everything. So there are some incident that happens if it's on the driver. If it's the driver's fault, the driver has to take the responsibility. But the one that the company needs to also cover, they will cover. But fleet business, generally, transport business is good. It's very,
lucrative.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Thank you so much for coming into the Lucky Udu experience.
Thank you for having
and
me.
sharing this interesting story, and we're having this discussion about the life of most boat drivers using your own experience as a case study. I'm hoping that anyone watching this video now would understand that some of their decisions that they make conveniently can go a long way to affect other people. People are doing this business because they are trying to reach goals. Do you understand? They just want to wake up in the morning, drive their car, pick passengers, promptly take them to their destination and get paid. So when you cancel just anyhow, you make it difficult for them to receive their money, it can go a long way to affect them in not reaching their goal. Some of them might have goal of taking care of their sick loved one in the hospital, maybe their children, or trying to pay school fees or meet a deadline to pay house rent. And some of you may not know it, but you're making it difficult for them to achieve that goal. So I hope that this creates a perspective for you to have love and understanding when you relate with boat drivers, and not just boat drivers, anyone who is out there trying to create value in a way of service to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having
the Lucky Udu
me.
experience. The audio version of this interview is going to be uploaded on Spotify, so go there, search the Lucky Udu experience. Those of you who are too busy to watch, you can conveniently listen to the audio version. And please, if you find this inspiring or informative, you can share it to someone who is going to benefit from this discussion. God bless you so much for sharing. Is there anything you'd like to say? Anything else? Maybe last remark?
I just want to thank you for bringing me to your platform and allowing me to share my experience.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thanks so much for coming around. I hope that
Really
people learn from it and do things differently.
Yeah, please be nice to us. We are just humans. We are not robots. And also be cautious of the things you say while you are in the car with us.
Oh, you hear a lot of things. Hey, I didn't even ask you.
Yeah,
What's some of the weirdest things you've heard?
And it was a lady who is dating up to 5 men.
Wow.
I'm not even joking. She was able to control 5 different men. She's in Abuja. She's from Lagos. She came to Abuja. She just saw somebody leaving. I picked her up from a hotel with different things. She hugged the person. I said goodbye. And the destination I was taking her to was to another man. And the thing she was saying on the phone with 2 other men, I just don't understand. I said, this woman, you get straight though. I don't know.
Wow, 5 guys. That's crazy.
So please, mind your mouth and the things you say. We are humans. We hear you. We are not robots.
It is well.
Thank you.
I'm sure there are cases where you've heard someone who is in trouble speaking, and maybe you just had to...
Yeah.
You say, no, I can't mind my business. You needed to comfort the person.
No,
or something.
this lady, I carried her. She was crying in my car. I was hot, and she was so fine. I was hot. I wanted to tell her, do you need anything? Should I hug you? Should I just say, she's older than me. I don't know if we are mate or anything, but I just felt like she needed, somebody to talk to and everything. But for some reason, I just wanted to be professional. If it was in my real position or somebody, if I don't go back, go sit down with her, they encourage her and tell her, please take it, whatever, I know it's a man's situation, please take it easy. And there are lots of people I've seen who, get really sober and come into the car. There are some that would even tell you the situation they are going through. And a lot of times we've been parents in the car, we are also consultants, counselor, children. You can be anything while you're driving, literally. Because while you're picking these people up, they are coming with their own baggages, and some of them, they feel like talking to strangers feels more relieving than, as long as they're pouring out their hearts, and you cannot judge them. You don't know them after all. So,
and surprisingly, some of them might just book the boat not because they have a destination they are going to.
I've carried someone like that.
I've also done that before. They just want to talk to someone, or they just wanted to talk to someone, basically.
Yeah, I've been like that several times. I've carried one man that said, I'm going to this place, but I don't know, where do you recommend? I'm like, here is fine. He was going to eat. He said, let's join me. And then, please take me here. He's just wanted, he's a visitor in Abuja. He just wanted to go sightseeing and, cool his head.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
But also for boat drivers, they have to also be nice to riders. A lot of people also complain that boat drivers are really mean. Especially women, they complain that the men treat them, very unfairly. Especially if they order the ride and let's say the amount is not what they want to see. They will now tell you to add up. Let's say if you're going from town to Nyanya and that is not your exit, you will now tell the passenger to please top up something like 2,000-3,000 naira. And the person is telling you, but what is on the app? You should have a reason why you're charging the person that much. If you say there is no passenger coming back, it's understandable. Let the person agree to, add up. Not when you get to their destination, you now start charging them because they have no other choice but to order you and it's late, That also is something that boat drivers should stop. It's not fair. And also likewise.
I just wanted to ask something. There are cases where people have used boats and forgot their bag, their items, and they tried to reach out to the driver, but the driver did not.
No, there is a place.
I wanted you to educate people about that.
In
a scenario you lose your property, you forget your property in a boat ride, what are those measures you can take to retrieve it, especially if the driver is unwilling to pick your call or he is asking you for a certain and unfair compensation for that item? Some of them will claim that they are no longer in your axis, they are now very, very far away, and you have to pay them a lot of money for them to bring it back to you. So what are other things you can do?
No, it's just the person not being fair. Because I've had situations. In fact, there's someone's power bank that is with me, but she's not in Abuja. I was talking to the mom when her phone died, so I offered my car charger. She was charging, but she left her power bank in my car. So the mom called me and said I said I was waiting for who has it. Also on the app, even if you've ended your ride, you can have access to
the driver.
Both the driver. I think I know from the driver's end that you can have access to the contact of the last ride. You can send a message I think majorly call. You can call to say, is this yours or whatever. There's also a way to reach out to people that you've, carried to confirm if whatever item that is not yours is in the car, to know if it's theirs, and it's easy to reach out. There's no way when the ride ends, but some of the informations are no longer available to you, especially the destination or the person's location. It's only the contacts that you have, and it's for a period of time because of I don't know, but I think there's also a way riders too can reach out to drivers if they have any issue.
But apart from, what if the driver is unwilling? Is there a way to report this to both?
There's a platform both. They have an email, and also I think there's an SOS something that they have. You can send
so you can reach out as well. Okay,
yeah.
Interesting. So we've said a lot, and at this point we may have to say goodbye because someone has to return to work, right? Yeah. You're going back to work now? I
have to work. I need to pay my price.
Now let's talk about your chef business. I just want you to call your Instagram platforms for the chef business you do, so people can reach out there and support you. Okay, you're a very hardworking lady.
I have a personal Instagram handle.
Oh, you don't have a business page?
I do, but it's not like it's not just kitchen.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, just 156 followers.
That's my page. But
your boy is so handsome. Wow.
But
this does not look like you. You look young, yeah. This was 2023.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't post actively.
No.
OJS Kitchen 02.
OJS Kitchen.
Okay, Chef Miss Ojo 2.
That's my personal.
Okay.
Instagram.
All right. So we are going to put it on screen so people can reach out to you in case they are looking for a catering service. Do you make confectionaries or just food?
I do. Even I cook for weddings as well.
Afang soup. Oh my goodness. Afang God.
Maybe I can just offer you a plate, a pot, let me know. Should I promise?
Don't promise. So camera.
No, I'll make a bowl of afang soup for you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'll do it. Just tell me when you want it, and I'll get it delivered to you.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Maybe for your birthday gift.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I'll need it ASAP because I mean that's Afang, right? So
It's ASAP.
When I was in Port
just give me
Harcourt,
this week.
have you lived in
No,
Port
I have
Harcourt?
not.
That's what they call loilo. Jesus, loilo is just like fufu, but it's different. If you put loilo inside Afang, God, with insam is periwinkle, the one you saw.
Okay, that's in the wrap on leaf with leaf.
Oh
Is
God.
Is it that one?
Yes.
They drop it with the leaf.
No, that one is epankuko.
Okay, I've seen that.
Insam is you suck it.
The periwinkle.
Yes,
with
the
shell.
one with shell. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
It's nice.
With loilo.
I don't know what it
Oh.
is. I will research on it to know.
Becky, how soon? Because I know Becky is somebody that does not reject food. She's one of my staff that I so much like when it comes to eating all those kinds of. Becky, so how soon can we get this afang soup?
Give me.
Me, I think anytime, whatever is convenient,
is fine,
whatever time is convenient
Don't
for
worry,
you.
I'll do it this week.
Okay, so we've not even
I'll
posted your
discuss.
video. Maybe we would even show the afang soup, put our phone number and everything, and we'll show eating it and giving review. Do you understand? So that would be really good.
No problem.
But I hope this will not cost you so much.
No, it's
we
fine.
don't mind paying for it
No,
though.
it's fine. I'll do it.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And
welcome.
please, guys, if you've watched till this point, and I know this video is up to an hour plus, support her business. She's hardworking. She's a single mom. I cannot imagine what it feels like being in your situation. And she's taking care of her family as well, which is really inspiring. I pray that this year God is going to answer all of your prayers that seem like it's not going to be answered.
Amen.
Grace, you are going to enjoy it.
Amen.
Favor,
Amen.
God is going to be compassionate towards you
Amen.
this year. That's my prayer for you. Thank you very much for sharing your story once more.
Thank you
We
for
have to
having
sit
me.
by, and I'm so happy. I'm ending this with a very sweet spirit. Afang soup, Omo. I'm very happy. Thank you very much.
Thank
God
you
bless
for
you so
having
much.
me.
Let's say bye to the viewers. Want to go? Bye. See how excited they are to eat afang soup. Who wants to give you guys?